Next up on the menu, we have the most soul-crushing jobs.
It blew up and the comment section turned into a group therapy session with everybody trauma dumping about the worst jobs they've worked or just horrible workplace experiences. So let's just jump back in and talk about more awful jobs that people have to work. And if you work any of these jobs, please do not be offended. If anything, take it as a compliment. A lot of these are necessary jobs, but they're kind of misery-inducing for a lot of people. If you happen to be new here, please consider subscribing. My goal is 200,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I think we can do it. Let's start off by talking about Certified Nursing Assistants, or CNA for short.
Oh, wow. Okay. I don't know why it's so quiet and he has this segment in the video. Wait, what happened to the volume?
Who fixed the room they trash. The hotel house.
So the volume was just off for the first half of that fucking video. All right, I guess we ball.
Housekeeper. This is one of those jobs where the entire business model depends on the guest never once thinking about the human being who fixed the room they trashed. Housekeepers get a strict number of rooms per.
I thought you get like fined for that, right? I thought you get like fined for like trashing like rooms beyond repair.
Shift and a hard time limit on each one. You open every room door not knowing what you're about to see, but having the same amount of time to spend on each room. You could walk into a room and it looks like a small crime happened in there with stained sheets and food left out for days, and you've got maybe 20 minutes to fix all of it. You've got to remake the bed and restock everything and then move straight to the next room, rinse and repeat. You also got to deal with the dumbass guests that will demolish a room and then still leave a complaint because housekeeping knocked at 9 a.m. instead of 10. The disconnect there is diabolical. Like, you created the fucking mess and your complaint is the timing of someone coming in to clean it up. It is non-stop bending over backwards and lifting shit, also pushing around a cart all day long. I respect this, but this is one of those grindy type jobs. Like, it's so repetitive and mind-numbing. I don't know. If I were to do this, I would have to have like a podcast playing in my ears. Wait, what if there's someone watching this video while cleaning some shit? That'd be crazy. Nah, actually, that's not that crazy. What would really be crazy is if there's a nursing home CNA who just got done wiping an old dude's ass who's got this in their ears. All right, next up is restaurant server. This one's probably the least bad on the list and definitely doesn't compare to the ones from the previous video, but there's a lot of downsides to being a restaurant server that don't get talked about enough.
The biggest one is your ass gets paid in tips for most restaurants, and that shit is fucking ass or really good. So it's like being a YouTuber. You know what I mean? It's like being a YouTuber that doesn't know what their core audience is. It's like being a YouTuber who doesn't give a shit what their audience wants to watch. You know what I mean? And yeah, pretty much like being a YouTuber. Very volatile. You either get paid a lot or you get paid nothing, right?
Close friends that work in the food.
You know, it's like that middle lane of you getting monetized when you first get monetized. So it's like that little grace period of you making a little here, maybe a good amount here, a little here, maybe a good amount here, until you get your groove. You know what I mean?
Service industry, so this section is a bit more personal, and I need everyone in the comments who's ever stiffed a server to sit with that for a second. Your entire income depends on a stranger deciding whether you deserve to get paid fairly, and that's if the math even works out. You can give a table genuinely perfect service, but still walk away with nothing because the kitchen brought the food out cold, or the guy at table 9 just didn't feel like tipping tonight. This is also one of those jobs where looks play a major role into how you're treated. There's pretty solid evidence that physical attractiveness affects earnings in restaurants, especially for tipped employees. A Cornell University study found that attractive female servers earn significantly larger tips than less attractive female servers.
Damn.
Better service quality also mattered, but attractiveness remained an independent predictor. The attractiveness effect was also strongest during dinner shifts when tips
Well, yeah, it's called the halo effect. It's a real thing. If you haven't looked it up, it's basically where people think that you deserve more because you look better. That's crazy. But if you subscribe to that belief, then yeah, that's kind of what will happen, right? But if you think you're ugly and you also believe in the halo effect, brother, those are two conflicting beliefs. You're gonna fucking get fried, right?
to be larger. A meta-analysis of tipping research reviewing dozens of studies concluded that tip size is influenced by server attractiveness, server friendliness, social norms, and customer mood. But if you want some raw numbers, attractive servers earned a little bit less than $1,300 more per year in tips than less attractive servers, and attractive servers received about a 1.37 percentage point higher tip on average. This trend affected women more, but is also shown with men. You also just have to be a blame sponge for everything that's out of your control. Like, if there's slow food, that's on the kitchen. Like if there's an item out of stock, that's corporate. If they're the menu prices that people have an issue with, that's also not you. None of it matters. Like, you're the face standing there, so you have to absorb all of it while juggling 4 other tables and staying pleasant the entire time while someone snaps their finger at you like you're some golden retriever dog that is just being told to sit. You can definitely make great money at this job depending on the area and the kind of people you're serving. Like, if you're an upscale restaurant, you know you're getting some big tips, and that's a multiplier effect as well if you're attractive and if the service is also really good. So it's also a great starter job for young people who are just trying to get some experience for their resume. But there's also a lot of nightmare stories from this sort of work, and the pay can vary quite a bit. So yeah, there's definitely better out there. All right, next up we've got moving company worker. I did not clock how physically brutal this job is until I actually looked into it. Whoever wants to take the worst and most stressful period in someone's life and turn it into a repeated task and call it a job is fucking insane. You're carrying refrigerators, couches, mattresses, all up very narrow staircases in buildings that clearly did not consult a mover before being built. And customers consistently underestimate how much stuff they actually own. So you show up expecting a normal job, and then you walk into a home where nothing is packed, there's clothes everywhere, you got a bunch of dishes that are just loose in the cabinet, and now that is your problem to solve on the spot with the clock running. You gotta move fast without so much as scuffing a wall or a door frame, and if one thing gets scratched, the customer acts like you fucking ended their bloodline. This is the kind of job that compounds over years. Your back, knees, and shoulders are taking hits from carrying weight that was never designed to go up a staircase on one person's back like that. The turnaround time for these jobs are like 2 months. Nobody does it longer than that. Moving on to one of the jobs that almost never gets mentioned is being a 911 dispatcher. Most people think of firefighters or police officers when they think about emergency.
They always seem so calm and condescending when you call them. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's just because of the specific body cams I've seen, but when you call them, you're like, help, my friend's dying. And they're like, okay, how is he dying? Okay, is he bleeding? Is he breathing? Okay, where are you? I need you to tell me where you are. Stop crying. Stop fucking crying and tell me where you are, boy. Okay, yeah, that's where you are? Well, we have someone on the way now. Is he black or white? Oh, he's black? Oh, okay. Well, okay, what does he do for work? Oh, really? Hey, sir, stop crying. I need you to tell me this information. That's kind of how, that's how it seems, at least, when, like, they're on the phone after someone's, like, just got fucking murdered in cold blood in front of them.
Service, but this is the very first person someone talks to in a life or death situation. They're the one answering the phone because someone just got shot, when a parent calls because their baby isn't breathing, when someone is trapped in a house fire, or when a person finds a family member dead. From the moment they pick up the phone, they're expected to stay completely calm no matter what they're hearing. The difficult part about this job is that panic is very contagious, but dispatchers aren't allowed to panic with the caller. When someone is screaming, crying, or completely falling apart, they have to slow the conversation down, figure out exactly what's happening, and get the right information to first respond.
You know, I think that if you're a fucking 911 dispatch caller, you might as well just side grade to be a therapist. Because that's basically what you are. You're a therapist who doesn't get paid as much, maybe. I don't know the wage for this job. And you kind of have to deal with literal life or death situations. I mean, therapists do too, because if a therapist tells you, yeah, you should just kill yourself, you should just hit restart on life, then yeah, that's a life or death situation. But most of the time they're like, oh, okay, wow, yeah, tell me about that. Oh, okay. And then they offer you sound advice, try to slow you down, get you to realize that you're in control and that you are a god, because God tells you that you are God.
They also sometimes have to walk people through things like CPR or other emergency instructions before help even arrives. Every second matters, and one mistake or misdetail can have serious consequences. The mental toll of this job is enormous. Unlike first responders who eventually arrive at the scene, dispatchers often never find out how the story ends. They can spend an entire shift listening.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. Oh, he's fucking dying. He's fucking dying. Oh my god. Okay, there's someone coming on the way right now. Oh, he's fucking dying. He's dying. Wait, he's still breathing. Wait. And then they hung up. And because the police is there. And then you're just on the other end like, I wonder if that guy is still alive or some shit. Did he die? I just don't get to know. Okay, I just gotta go to the next person whose goldfish has died. All right.
People experience the worst moments or final moments of their lives, hang up the phone, and then immediately answer another emergency call a few seconds later.
Yeah.
There is no time to process what they just heard because the next person on the line needs them just as badly. After years of listening to traumatic situations day after day, it is not uncommon for dispatchers to struggle with chronic stress, anxiety, burnout, or even symptoms of PTSD. It's one of those jobs where even if you do everything perfectly, most people will never even think about you. But without skilled dispatchers keeping their composure when everyone else is losing theirs, emergency services would simply not function. Anyways, that's it for this video. Please leave a like and subscribe.
That's a job I didn't even think about. That's why I like watching these videos, because I never even thought about that shit.